Do you know Mr. 42? You watch his videos?
I watch his videos, yes.
Now, would you say he is flat earther friendly?
No, of course not.
Intimidation, right? Because the hacking didn't go. So
yeah.
Was it just intimidation then to the flat earthers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so he's trying to intimidate.
Yeah. Yeah, he's attacking the flat earth Atlas, of course.
Yeah.
There was no hacking, he was just looking.
So was it just intimidation then to the flat earthers?
Yeah, there was no hacking, he was just looking.
You don't understand.
He's attacking the flat earth.
You don't understand. It's not my problem if you don't want to learn. You're just on your own.
I have no contact with him. I don't think it was a firewall that stopped him to get to the database.
So the app was protected.
There
then?
was no hacking, he was just looking. Yeah, the database was protected, yes.
Yeah, the database was protected. The information, the private information within the app was protected by the firewall, which 42 couldn't get through.
Yes, there was no hacking, he was just looking. If you're hacking, you are breaking in some way. He didn't do that. But he didn't hack it.
Don't you think that's dishonest?
Yeah, that was dishonest, yes. But
Yeah,
that was the clickbait.
It's
to
clickbait.
get people to look at this video. Yeah, that was dishonest, yes. But
Yeah,
that was the clickbait.
You don't understand.
He's attacking the flat earth.
You don't understand. It's not my problem if you don't want to learn. You're just on your own.
I don't know if it's ethical, but it's at least not illegal to try things out. He's attacking the flat earth.
Well, we're not talking about the actual not hacking that he didn't actually do. We're talking about the ethicalness of him trying to intimidate a group of people into what do you think? Do you think it might stop them from being flat earthers? Do you think the straw man representation that you've got of a typical flat earther, inverted commas, right? Do you think that is what all flat earthers are like? Because you group them together.
I don't think I have a strawman vision of flat earthers.
You don't understand.
I followed this flat earth discussion for
You don't understand.
several years, and
It's not my problem if you don't want to learn. You're just on your own.
I think I know what flat earthers believe.
No reason, no logic, no wisdom, no worries. You're just on your own. No reason, no logic, no answers to questions. You're just on your own.
Now, do you think we are flat earthers?
He's attacking the flat earth. Yes, I think you are a flat earther.
Do you know what we believe then? Do you think you know what we believe?
Yeah?
That's interesting.
He's attacking the flat earth.
So he's targeting a group of people. This is a
Yeah.
targeted hacking attempt.
Yeah. I followed this flat earth discussion for several years, and I think I know what flat earthers believe. And then he had a discussion with Bev about this doxing people. Things.
Hacking. It was.
Yeah, he said in the text that he was hacking, but there was no hacking. He was just looking into
Yeah,
the text he could
that's
see.
what we was doing. I was trying to find out off him what he'd actually done, and he said like he hadn't hacked her and he hadn't got anything from it, right? But the reason I was worried about it was because he did put in the title that he was hacking, Now,
Yeah, but
there
that
are
was just
people
a way
out there
to get
now.
people are looking at the video. I think.
Yeah, there's people that are out there now that are saying to Dave, the guy that owns the app, and everybody that's on the app, that Mr. 42 has all of their details. He has the data. So they think Mr. 42 did actually hack everything, and he's holding on to all of that information. So there are people out there that are telling everybody to get rid of the app. In fact, there's even people that are saying you should destroy your phone as well, because people like Mr. 42 have hacked that app. Now that's bad. I mean, I'm not that fussed myself. I just like, for this community and the way the social system's working at the minute, it's really bad for somebody to put falsely out there claiming that they've hacked something, isn't it?
Yeah, but that was just clickbait. I think he showed everything he found on that site.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a list of all the people that had the app.
A list of all of the people. So they did have the names then?
No, it's just the latitude and the longitude.
Of what?
Yeah, so no personally.
I think.
No PII. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Like, but why do you think he'd want to do that? Clickbait title. He wants to.
Yeah, everyone wants people to look at their videos.
Yeah, but he wants to pretend he's an ethical hacker, but lying isn't really ethical, and is it? And like, what would be ethical would be to contact Dave before you put the video out, right? If you were ethical and you were doing this ethical hacking, actually, you wouldn't put the video out saying that you've hacked it, because that's not ethical, is it?
No, it's not that ethical. Yes, I could agree on that. Yes, but all people on YouTube does that thing to get people to click on their video.
No, not all. Not all. But I mean,
no, a lot of them. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. But do you know Mr. 42? You watch his videos?
I watch his videos, yes.
Okay, now would you say he is flat earther friendly?
No, of course not.
No. So he's targeted an app with a group of people on the app that he isn't exactly friendly about, right? He doesn't get on with flat earthers.
No, that's correct.
So how many other apps do you think he ethically tries to hack? Or is it only the people of the group that he is, could I say, bigoted against?
Yeah, he's attacking the flat earth app, of course.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
Yeah, so that's that. I mean, would you do that? I mean, do you have any groups of people that you particularly don't like?
No, I don't know.
Are you flat Earth friendly? Well, I mean, you don't. Let's not say friendly, but I mean, like, do you speak bad of people when you put them into that group?
No, I am not that vocal on YouTube, and I don't say a lot of things. I don't have a YouTube channel, for instance, so my voice is not heard on the internet.
No,
so.
I know, but I mean, if you were to say it, like, I mean, there's no need to do anything because we're not flat earthers here, right? None of us.
No, I've heard that you said that you're not a flat earther.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a flat earther, right? But I quite, I'll talk to anyone. I don't have that dislike of a group of people. Even the people that call me a child abuser, I don't dislike them. I talk to anyone.
Nice. No.
So I wouldn't do, like that. I wouldn't have any idea about hacking, but I don't try and put videos out attacking any group of people. People come in and talk to us all the time, and that's the video that I put out. Now, in all of the videos I've put out, I've always said I'm not a flat earther.
Yeah. You seem to be a very nice person, and I never heard you attack anyone. So that's correct.
Well, so in the scheme of things, when we saw what Mr. 42 was doing, I thought, this isn't good. This doesn't look good for anyone, really. Nobody wins out of this situation. The way I saw it was that Where's Wally and Wolfie have done some stuff, but they didn't want to put a video out, so they found a useful idiot within the Glober thing. You know, somebody who wants a bit of fame and they think they can rise up the ranks a bit by doing this. Now, they found Mr. 42. And Mr. 42 was all keen to do it, but he went a bit overboard by saying something that he shouldn't have done, by making it out that he actually hacked it.
But what's interesting was that maybe David Wise is lying about how many have downloaded the app, because he said 37,000, and according to the list, it was only 11,000.
What has that got to do with the actual hacking of the app?
That's the number. But I mean,
Which is what?
How do you know?
He looked at the website and found the information
He
that
just
he
saw
could
some numbers.
there.
Just saw.
How
some
do you know
numbers.
that? How do you
You're
know
just
that those
assuming
numbers
that
don't
yeah.
relate to users that were using the app at that time?
It could be, yes.
No, yeah. So you're just
it
making
could be, yeah.
assumptions.
It could be active users.
Yeah, exactly.
Could be.
Yeah.
And you know that Dave came in here and chatted with us all about that. And that is one of the things that he was going to look at to make sure what is that number even saying?
Yeah, what did Dave say the number was?
Well, he was going to look at it. He wasn't sure. He's going to ask his developer.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
And-
he was
and what
adamant
does-
that
what
the
does-
37,000 is correct, right?
Right.
But
right.
what do those numbers actually have to do with 42 hacking the app in the first place?
But he didn't hack it. He just looked at the
Oh,
web.
well, why is he titled
The
his
information.
video
You know?
hacking the app?
If you're hacking, you are breaking in somehow, some way, and he didn't do that. All
Right.
this
So that's what the
information
confusion
was
is.
there for anyone to see. And after that, David Wise fixed the site, so now you can't
So-
see it anymore.
So what have you come in here to do? To defend 42 or what? Why are you here?
Let's just check. You weren't one of the group that just the night before persuaded Mr. 42 to make the video, are you?
I have no contact with the Mr. 42.
Okay, so no contact with the group that persuaded Mr. 42 to actually make the video where he lied about hacking.
He created his own.
No, and I don't know if there even exists a group that is
Well, Mr.
persuaded it.
42 said in that video that he did. So I mean, he's known to
Okay,
lie,
he said
right?
that.
He is known to be a blatant liar. So he could. You're right. He could have lied about that. He could have done it all on his own with no help from anyone else.
Okay.
But I doubt it, because he said, "Where's Wally?" told him. So, I mean, that's okay. I mean, so you've come in to help out Mr. 42. Do you think what he did is ethical? Hacking, not hacking. Well, let's say.
I don't think he hacked.
Yeah, okay.
He
Well,
just
is it
looked at the
ethical then?
website for the information he could see there.
Is it
Hacking
ethical
means
what
that
he
you're
did?
breaking in somehow.
Was it ethical what he did?
Yeah, I think that so.
Okay.
If
The
the
line-
information is there, you're allowed to look at it, and you're allowed to tell anyone else about it.
Yeah, like a web coder or whatever. What do they call them? Webmaster. Just
Web
clicking
developer.
a F11 or something like that, right? Anyone can do it. What
Yeah.
he did, he told us himself. He just went to the source code of a website.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you can do that. You can do a Control U
Yeah.
on the page, and
But
you
yeah,
will see the source code of the page. And there you found these URLs that pointed to these lists of users and things like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, we've had this. Do you want to have an analogy of a house, right? Let's say there is a table in the front room with a big wad of cash on it, right? There's a door into the living room unlocked. There's a front door to the house locked. Well, I say, like there's a front door, a porch door, and then a gate outside at the drive. In the analogy of the hacking of this thing, not hacking, where would you place Mr. 42?
I don't know. It's an interesting analogy that you compare it to a house with an unlocked door.
I
Are
didn't
you
say
allowed to
unlocked.
go
I
into the
said,
house
like,
and
did you say
everything
it's
is
unlocked?
Yeah. I
Do
don't
you
know.
think it was unlocked? Do you think he just walked in, went to the
Yeah, it
source
was
code,
unlocked. It
pressed
was an
F11,
unlocked house.
and
You
like
went into
everything
it.
was open? But he didn't walk in. Foolish Decisions last night said everything was open, but then he said something about needing a passcode.
Yeah.
So you would need a passcode to enter the house, at least, so that we can put a lock on the door, the front door, and say that's the passcode at least.
But he didn't use any passcode to get into anything.
Yeah, so he couldn't get in. That's what
It
I'm saying.
was all there.
The key was there on the floor.
Well, there was no key.
The passcode then, with the passcode.
There was no passcode. He was not using any passcode.
There was a passcode that needed to be put in.
No, I don't think so.
Yes, there was.
Yes, there was.
Definitely.
He went and copied and pasted it from somewhere else and brought it in to his screen.
Yeah,
Have you actually watched the video?
There was a passcode to the database. And he tried to
so
connect
it was
to the database, but he didn't
So
succeed.
he went and got the key.
I think it was the passcode to the database.
It doesn't matter what passcode it was and where he got it from. He went and looked and got the key. Did he not?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
To the
Yeah.
database, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is I mean, I can see both points on it. Like, if there's a gate in front of your house with a driveway, and there's a code on the gate, but you left a sticky note on the keypad that has the combination on it. You know what I mean? That, like, you shouldn't be doing that. And I think that there is a case to say, well, the developer didn't quite. That information shouldn't have been in a source code. I think everybody agrees on that.
Yeah. Now the information was in the source code, and he tried that key, but it was.
So he hacked the app.
He didn't get in because there was a firewall that. So he didn't was not enabled to connect to the database.
But it's like you had to have a thumbprint also to go along with it or something. But in the analogy.
I don't think it was a firewall that stopped him to get to the database.
And so the app was protected then.
Yeah, the database was protected. Yes.
Yeah, the database was protected. The information, the private information within the app was protected by the firewall, which 42 couldn't get through.
Yes.
So it is a mistitled, misleading video because he didn't hack the app.
Yeah, it was misleading. He didn't hack anything. He just got out the information that was public that he could
Don't you
see.
think that's dishonest?
Yeah, it was dishonest, yes, but
Yeah,
that was the clickbait
It's
to get
clickbait.
people to look at this video.
And why do you think this is particularly aimed at this group of people that he has aimed this video at? Like I said to him when he came, like I said to him when he came in, there are hundreds and thousands of apps out there that have weaker security. Why didn't he aim this at one of those?
I think he is aimed to debunk flat earthers. So
he's targeting a group of people. This is a targeted hacking attempt.
Yeah.
Intimidation, right? Because the hacking didn't go. So was it just intimidation then to the flat earthers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so he's trying to intimidate.
Yeah.
And there's other people that made somebody else made another video that said, yeah, like I think Beppo, you were saying that earlier, is delete your phone, it's been compromised and all of this other stuff. So people are making assumptions based on people are making assumptions based on the lying clickbait title that Mr. 42 put out, and people are just going to run with that even though it's false patently.
Yeah, but David Weiss thanked him and even paid him money for it.
And that doesn't have anything to do with what I was just saying, but
yeah, exactly. That justifies his actions. How?
No, it doesn't justify that, but...
So why did you bring it up?
I think that David Weiss thinks that it was a good thing that he did it. To show what the security holes was in his site.
Might have been to show that there is a group of people who are vindictive and that like to try and intimidate people. I mean... And
I personally think that David Weiss giving that wanker $100 was David Weiss pissing on him.
Was it? Or is that euros?
If it's true, yes. It could be fake. Never paid any $100.
No, I think he did. I think he did, but DP...
Yeah, I said if he did, that was David Weiss taking a piss on Mr. 42.
Oh, by paying him.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how much that would have cost David Weiss to get done professionally?
Probably have never happened if Mr. 42 have tried it.
That's not what I asked you, was it? If David Weiss asked a professional company to do what Mr. 42 did, how much would it cost?
Yeah,
David
to check
Weiss?
his site for security issues, yes. It would have cost a lot more, yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
David Weiss was taking a piss on Mr. 42 because David Weiss could afford to pay much, much more than he gave to Mr. 42.
Told him to take the video down, right? After he helped, he should have at least told him, take the video down because it served its purpose. Thank you very much. But it doesn't seem like Mr. 42 wanted to do that. Mr. 42 wanted to keep it up with the title, the deliberately false title. So now there are people out there like you that think what he did is ethical because he doesn't like flat earthers, and you think that's quite good.
By lying and deceiving for intimidation. That's not ethical.
I don't know if it's ethical, but it's at least not illegal to try things out.
Well, we're not talking about the actual not hacking that he didn't actually do. We're talking about the ethicalness of him trying to intimidate a group of people into what do you think? Do you think it might stop them from being flat earthers? Do you think the straw man representation that you've got of a typical flat earther, inverted commas, right? Do you think that is what all flat earthers are like? Because you group them together.
I don't think I have a straw man vision of flat earthers.
Mm-hmm.
I followed this flat earth discussion for several years, and I think I know what flat earthers believe.
Okay. Now, do you think we are flat earthers?
Yes, I think you are a flat earther.
Do you know what we believe then? Do you think you know what we believe?
Yeah?
That's interesting.
Can I just make a correction? Well, not a correction, but a statement here. It's not what we believe. It's what we can prove practically and demonstrate in the real world.
No, that's to us. I'm asking him, what does he think the straw man of a flat earther is?
Ah,
you know
the straw man. All right, okay, yeah.
Because like we say, we're not flat earthers, and we can prove it's not flat, right? So it's obviously a straw man if he thinks we are flat earthers, right?
But there is a lot of flat earthers that have changed their standpoint of saying we are not flat earthers, we just globe deniers. That's the new thing to be.
Yep, and you know why that is?
No?
Because the Earth is measurably not flat.
Yes, that's correct.
So it's not flat then, right?
No?
So what's wrong with taking a realistic and provable point into an argument to say it's not flat? That might be why there's a lot of people understanding that the term flat earther is a misnomer.
Yeah. But I think if you say that the Earth is flat, you have the burden of proof to prove that.
Flat's 2D.
If you just say it's not a globe, you have no burden of proof.
No, that's
Dude,
reversal.
That's
dude, wait a minute, you've got no burden of proof. I can prove that level is horizontal. A definite proof, a realistic proof. I can run you right through it from first principles to prove that level is horizontal.
Yeah, you are very famous about that. Yes, that expression.
Yeah.
That level is horizontal.
Yes, it's
It's
provable.
the truth.
Definition.
If you enjoyed the content, please support On the Level and future projects. Membership subscriptions available now, or come and get involved at Next Level Discord server. Thank you.